People in Jefferson County heard an update about what's happening at the cannabis plant Trulieve. This comes after a series of concerns about possible water issues linked to the facility. Our Julia Miller was at tonight's county commission meeting. She joins us live from Monticello with an update. And Julia, tell us what, if anything, came from these discussions tonight. All right, we're having some audio issues right now. Julia was at that meeting tonight and said while Trulieve officials were not at tonight's meeting, Jefferson County residents did hear from the Swanee River Water Management District about the permits connected to the facility and what happens next. Chief Professional Engineer with the Swanee River Water Management District, Leroy Marshall, presented a timeline of events to the community tonight. He says Trulieve has two types of permits, a water use permit and a stormwater permit. Marshall says the district received its first complaint about Trulieve in October of 2023. Since then, he says they've received several more and have been working through the issues. The most recent complaint, he says, came from a person they met with in February of this year. That person complained involved water pumping, erosion, and water quality concerns. Marshall says Trulieve was supposed to report the pumping under its stormwater permit and did not. He says the district has been working with Trulieve since March to fix these issues. Trulieve has now applied for a new permit.
The newest permit is, again, to separate the operational water from the storm water. It's been in about a week, a little over a week. We really haven't had a time to dig into it and get all of the questions we have, but we will do that over the next couple of weeks and respond.
Marshall says the district is also working through a notice of non-compliance with Trulieve. He says that process will end with a compliance agreement outlining what Trulieve needs to fix. Once those issues are resolved, the non-compliance case will close. And as for what's next, the Swanee River Management District says Trulieve will face penalties related to this, but right now it's still unclear what those penalties could be.